even suddenly felt like she was being watched. And to tell you the truth, I did too.
Are you the Shadow Man?
I have many names, little one.
Okay, fair enough. Have you seen a little boy? About yay high?
Let me think. This one?
Oh, wow, even is that you? I'm so glad to see you. Can you believe that I'm stuck?
Let him out!
He's mine now. I won't be letting him go. I believe you'd call that leverage. No. No, I'm afraid that's not what I do. But I would be willing to trade. Nothing you have, child. And I suspect that remains to be seen. But perhaps you're right. I want the same thing all of us want here. Peace. I want the Triplets' war to end. Oh, I'm not. I'm the creature that moves in the dark type. But people only truly fear things that move in the dark during peace. If you want me to give you Bernard, then I want you. I don't care how. I don't care about anything even, except being feared. I've been around for centuries even. I know more than your mortal world has forgotten. You alone carry the power to figure it out. Or you will never see your precious Bernard, or any other child I choose to take again. Without come to me when you meet success. But don't take too long, for little Bernard does not have that much time left. To save Bernard from the wretched Shadow Man, Even had to end Threedom's civil war. It was a hard task, an impossible task, but she wasn't going to let her friend die. The first thing she needed was information. Perhaps some of the locals would be willing to share what they knew.
That poor woman, completely mad.
Fascinating, fascinating.
I remember you. We've spoken before, haven't we? No, I don't remember much, and... Oh, with the children, the 3 children, well, there were sounds from his chambers. Was someone with him? I was his bodyguard, and I ran to look and... I'm sorry, I forgot what we were talking about. Hello? Do I know you? I'm sorry. I'm afraid that these days I don't remember things as well as I used to. I have moments where I can see things so clear, but there have been times where an object reminds me of things, holding an important artifact that reminds me of a person or an event. That could bring it all back. Can you find these objects for me? One for each triplet. That could bring it all back. Oh, And if you could find the murder weapon that killed the king, I could remember that too. I feel certain of it. I'm sorry, fine. Oh, if only I could remember. That platform reminds me. I'm supposed to warn travelers about something. I'm supposed to say something very, very important. Oh well, it's probably fine, and we should all stop worrying about it.
Raise the stakes with a new card. Manny's what you need. Seeing the ease at which Dicey affected the world, Even was surprised to find herself feeling a little bit frightened of him. How could someone so small and innocent contain so much untamed power? And now, Even suddenly felt like she had the world on her shoulders. Could she solve the mystery of the king's murder?
It's the Count, ladies and... the Count has won the roll.
The only thing I can't predict are the rolls of the Queen's dark dice. Hi there, I'm Tea Time Tootsie. I used to be our late King's master planner. The Nanny Fortuna, of course. When you're this good, it'd be a crime not to share your skills with... Every day I watch the battles and come up with the most thrilling stratagems for the next day. The only thing I can't predict are the rolls of the Queen's dark dice. But everything... Fair enough. Skepticism is helpful. Every day the dice is rolled, and every day one of the Colossuses moves. Sarcasm. I can detect that. But what everyone else has failed to notice is how the winning Colossus brings most of the robots he commands with it. And that... Do any of the triples use this information? Perhaps attacking from behind on the day the dice favors them? No. Only I see it. By the order of Nanny Fortuna, I am not to work for either of them. Although I would be interested in learning more about the triplets for observation.
Dicey! Come on, Dicey!
Someone has entered your castle, Your Grace.
I swear, it must be my bloody sister, the Baroness, or my fancy-pants brother who thinks he's so much better than me, sending their assassins to smother me in my sleep. But this Count is awake and ready for you! You hear that, assassins?
I've got cars. Trade. Don't you want to follow suit? I know you do.
The Count? I love that guy.
Come on, Dicey! Let's go!
Stay back! Stay back! You won't take me alive! You won't take me dead either! I'm warning you! I'm the Count! Bad ones! Really, really bad ones!
Get him, Dicey! Let's go! Dicey, there! Let's go! Over there! Here, Dicey!
Aha! You're here to kill me, aren't you? Help me to die? Bah! Have you ever marched out into a battle, little girl? I don't know. Unlike you, mysterious interloper, I have been in battle. You're being obsequious. You're being kind because you want me to let my guard down, and then kids can be assassins. I've heard of it in stories that may or may not have been based on truth. End it? How can you end it when the Colossus is already moved more than... What do I... Everything! My bodyguard is dead, the war goes poorly, and then well, and then poorly again. And on... Nishka, the only one I could trust besides my father. She disappeared when he was killed, but you're in no She was the whole family's bodyguard. She was great. Or so I thought until she let one of us, not me, kill my father. Of course. Obviously, I would keep track of that. Someone took it. A little bird whispered that it's locked up in the head of the broken colossus that used to be my father's. It should be collecting ashes somewhere in the battlefield. Why? Was someone going to use it to assassinate me? Well, good. The third of his name, yes. He was stolen from me by the vicious Baroness, my meanie of a sister. Shmoo is like a son to me, and I haven't been able to sleep since he was taken. Even if she's alive, that leaves my lands undefended. So that's the deal. Find my plushie, and I'll give you... Well, I don't know what I've got like that. Oh, 'tis yours if you recover Shmoo for me. Deal?
The Count was an odd duck. And a paranoid duck, too, come to think of it. But Even was now one step closer to triggering Nishka's memories. And possibly, just possibly, ending this war in Threedom.
Parents, citizens, country compatriots, let yourself eat cake, for now arrives the winner of the role, the Duke.
Poor Even. You still don't know how to say what you want. Hello, Even. You're not asking the right questions. You're still not asking the right questions. But I wonder if you can help. My sisters. The children of the king aren't the only triplets in Threedom. In the middle of this war, my twins disappeared, and can you find them for me? That's not important. You'll know them when you see them. After all, you knew me. If you find them, tell them to meet me at the safe spot, over by the sword bridges. Find us there once we're all gathered. You'll find us among the teapots, in the trenches, and under the ground. I hope to see you again, Even.
Sir, 1,000 apologies, sir, but your mid-afternoon cake was burnt in the chef's oven.
A cake flambe? Oh, how delightfully decadent. I'll take the whole thing.
But sire, it's burnt to a crisp.
Ooh, a new flavor I haven't experienced for years. What an amusing diversion. Have Chef serve it to me at dinner, and if he refuses, kill him. And then yourself.
Yes, sir.
The Duke certainly lived in style. Oh, it was all a show. And the horrors of war did sometimes bleed through the artifice the Duke had constructed. But if he ever noticed it, he certainly never let it show.
You may approach. No. Leave and return.
Hello, darling. You're a long way from home, aren't you? Poor dear. Well... Hello, darling. You're a long way from... No, darling. That's not how you address a superior. In this kingdom, whenever you meet someone of a higher station, you must always begin... I should hope so.
Well, I never. Look at you. You're the spitting image of an unskilled laborer. Perhaps, child, no. You simply can't address people this way. You must always use their titles. For example, I am to be addressed as, it's a simple matter of respect. You're very welcome.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance, child. Look at you, child. Why, you might as well be dressed in rags. Oh no, child. That is not how you introduce yourself in conversation. You must all. Oh no, heavens no! You want just a slight bob at the end, child. It's always so unseemly when a lady goes down too far and then snaps her head up like a, oh, wonderful, wonderful, yes, perfectly wonderful. Oh, heavens, yes, I could.
You! Yes. So. Oh. Well now. Finally some respect around here. Well met, Lady Eden. What brings you to the company of the Duke, the one and only rightful ruler of Threedom today? What other way is there to live? What, as a commoner? We've already got plenty of them, I'm afraid. But there's only one me. I owe it to my people to be the most me I can be. Pass me some sweets, will you? Our old bodyguard. Oh, heavens, what is there left to say? She protected us until she didn't. And my dear father paid the price. I haven't heard from her since. She's dead and gone, I suppose. I expect all who gaze upon my glory do, child. Oh, good for her. I should send her a cake. Only we haven't one to spare, you understand. But no, I couldn't possibly leave the castle. The horrors of war wait outside, child, and I can't have my people remembering them. No, out of the question. I have only your word that she's even alive, and we've just become acquainted. Then again... All right, I, in my infinite wisdom and appetites, have decided to do you a favor. I will give you some... There is a portrait of me here. Certainly, you've noticed my beauty. When we split our lands after my father died, the Count took control over the old royal nostalgia. I'm sure the second half is there, and it proves that I was... What is there to say? The dreadful thing drags on, my insolent siblings refusing to give any quarter. But they'll come to their senses at some point and surrender. But until then, sweets do make the time pass more pleasantly. Don't you agree? Well, I didn't kill him, if that's what you're asking. I found him dead, with the murder weapon still sticking out of him. Oh, you know how things grow legs and walk off sometimes. Metaphorically speaking. I think one of my lovely spies told me someone locked it up on Father's robot's head. Giant, beastly thing. I'm a... Shmoo! The Count's dreadful plush thing? Heavens, I can scarcely recall what we did with it. The Baroness launched it into our territory a few moons. I suppose he would say that. I suppose. My soldiers found it during one of our training marches. I thought it would destabilize him, perhaps lead us to victory. But, I remember now! When I realized it was useless, I had Shmoo thrown in the cellar of the old castle dungeon. The castle is long gone now. Wonderful! in the Nostalgium, on the Count's land. I'm sure that wicked brother of mine keeps it there, and it will prove that...
At 10 hut recruits, for the Baroness has won the roll. All hail her rule and her rules.
All bets are off when you've got a new card from old Matty Dex, Esquire. All bets are off when you've got a new card from old Matty Dex, Esquire.
Life never goes the way you expect, though. Hey, kid. You want to hear a story? Oh, good. You're showing an old soldier a kindness, kid. There's a saying in Freetown, bad luck comes in threes. Well, it was right. I was there in the first battle, the first time the triplets fought. Right after the king died, it was savage. The triplets, whew, I didn't hold anything back. It was this fierce. But that's just it, isn't it? It never ended. We're still. Life never goes the way you expect, does it? All at the whim of a dice roll. Everyone's looking for someone here. Me? I'm looking for my brother Henry. Lost him.
Here, mate, let's trade cards. Sometimes I feel like it's my sole purpose in life. Looking to get an invincibility potion, are you? Well, you've come to the wrong place.
Welcome to Warriors Training! Way better than that calm breathing, fella! Let's begin by chugging a pint of Zupa juice! That's what I like to hear! Now for axe training! Swing wide! Imagine you just murdered your friend with an axe! You're a warrior! Warriors don't think! Now we're working on our battle cries! We need to scream so that our... Yes! Finally, let's focus on our motivation! Do warriors need motivation? No! Motivation is for actors! But they do need battle... Whoa! Whoa!
Even wondered what...
That concludes...
The Baroness lived atop Wildcard Hill, a training ground for war, and a home to warriors. It was not a place for children. But then again, thought even, what part of freedom was?
girl who wants to trade cards.